So, good
Good
morning,
morning,
everyone.
Miss.
Again, good morning, dear. Good morning. So, it's time now to start with our lecture, with our session. As you remember, that last week we started with the adjectives, the grammar lesson adjectives. Notice something that the quiz on a Friday will be only in grammar, adjectives. This is the first point that I want to talk about in this session. So, keep in mind that the quiz on a Friday will be in adjectives only. Okay? This is first. Second, you have a speaking flip grid. What you should do in the speaking this time? This time I gave you retelling. You have to retell the story of your lesson, Survival Land. So you just have to record a short video of yourself, 1 minute, maximum 2 minutes, retelling the story, not reading it from a paper or something. No, you have to retell it. Practice, summarize it in your mind, practice it more than 2 times, at least 3 times, then record your video and upload it on Flipgrid. If you're going to ask me about the username for the Flipgrid, it's ISI capitalized. All of the letters are capitalized. Yes, Mustafa? Mustafa, you want to say something? Oh,
Miss.
yes, Miss. Yes, Lamar.
So what you mean is like we have to give it with more details?
No, not give it more details. You have to retell. How you retell a story? You tell again in brief. Miss Survival
Miss,
Land.
like in that,
As in
Miss, like
Arabic.
in Arabic,
As in
yeah, I
Arabic.
said it.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Let's not use Arabic terms. It's similar to the one that you took in Arabic. Yes. Miss Survival Land. Survival Land. Your reading lesson. Survival Land. When you open the Flipgrid, you will notice that in the instructions I told you, you have to go back to your reading lesson, Survival Land, and you have to retell the story. You have to mention the title first. You have to mention, start with the main characters, beginning, what happened at the beginning, then in the middle, then at the end. And that's it. Only 1 minute, maximum 2 minutes, you're going to retell your story. Okay? So this is one and two. One for the quiz is in adjectives on Friday only. Two, sorry, I was talking about the flip grid. Yes, the username for the flip grid is ISI capitalized. Also, we're going to have a worksheet for this week, but we're going to solve it together. Don't worry about it. It's very small, very short. We're going to solve it together. One more thing now, when we finish from the writing, I'm going to give you a graded writing homework because I have to take a writing grade. Okay? So we're going to have also a graded writing homework. So before I start with the writing, just I want, for example, Tala. Let's take Tala. Tala. Tala.
Yes,
Okay, miss. Can you tell me
yes,
what
Miss.
an adjective is? What is an adjective?
Adjective is like
Like what?
something like
Something like what?
this girl is beautiful. It's given.
It's what is it doing? What is the adjective here? When you said this girl is
Beautiful.
beautiful, beautiful is the adjective. Okay, so the word beautiful, what did it do? The word beautiful, what did it do? Who can help her? Lamar, can you help Tara? I
Yeah,
think that she's facing just a problem expressing her idea. She said that beautiful is an adjective. That's correct. But what do you mean by adjective?
yes.
What does the word beautiful do?
It's describing the girl.
It's describing the girl. Excellent. Girl is what? Is a
Now,
noun. So you see, Atala, you're correct, but you have to know how to
yes.
express your idea. So beautiful is an adjective and it's describing the girl. Girl is a noun. So adjectives describe nouns or pronouns also. I can say she is beautiful. She is a pronoun. So beautiful is describing she. We can say that adjectives describe nouns or pronouns. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. And if you remember that we said if we have more than one adjective describing the same noun, I should put them in order. We have a certain order for the adjectives. Who still remembers the order of the adjective, the correct order of the adjective? Who wants to answer? Who remembers the correct order of the adjective?
Miss me.
Yes. يلا Sam.
First one, number.
Yes.
Opinion.
Opinion. Number. Opinion.
And number, opinion. Size.
Size.
Age.
No. Shape. Then age.
Yes, shape.
Size. Shape. Then age.
And age. Then origin.
No, before the origin, I have something before the origin.
Color.
Color. Excellent. Then origin.
Then origin.
Then what?
Material.
Excellent, Hassan. So we put them in one word, which is called noshakom. If you still remember, I told you to memorize this word noshakom. Number, opinion, size, the sh for shape, age, color, origin, material. Excellent, Hassan. Bravo, miss. So all of you guys, keep this word in your mind. Noshakom. Number, opinion, size, age, color, origin, and shape. Good, good, excellent. طيب, okay. This is adjectives in brief. We're going to solve the rest of the exercises tomorrow, not today. Today we have to talk about the writing. Why did I start with the adjectives before I start with my writing? Because I'm going to talk about descriptive paragraphs. What do I mean by descriptive paragraphs? From its title, descriptive. What do you predict that the paragraph will do here? Or what do you predict that we're going to talk about or write in the paragraph? Since I said descriptive,
It's going to describe.
I'm going to describe. Excellent. I'm going to describe. And when I want to describe, what should I use? I want to describe. What should I use?
Adjectives.
Adjectives.
Adjective.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes, that's right. So that's why I explained for you the adjectives before I explained the descriptive paragraph. Okay, so notice that now we're going to use adjectives in order to describe whatever we want to describe in our paragraph. So first of all, let's recall the three parts of the paragraph. What are the parts of the paragraph? Mustafa, I want Mustafa. 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 Mustafa, can you remind us with the parts of the paragraph? Parts of the paragraph. What are the parts of the paragraph? When we started at the beginning of the year with writing, we explained the three main parts of the paragraph in order to have a complete paragraph. What are the three main parts of the paragraph? Topic sentence. The first one, yeah, Mustafa, here is in front of you. Topic sentence.
Topic sentence.
Then after I write the topic sentence,
Detail.
I have to put the supporting details. The details are more than one sentence. Then when I end my paragraph, how do I end my paragraph?
Concluding.
Concluding sentence. Concluding sentence.
Concluding.
So the three main parts of the paragraph are the topic sentence, the details, and the concluding sentence. We said that the topic sentence gives the overall idea of the paragraph, gives the main idea. The details give us details from their name, supporting sentences or supporting details. They give more details about the main idea. And we have the concluding sentence, which closes up our paragraph. Now let's move to our descriptive writing. Zahra, can you read the definition for the descriptive paragraph? Zahra,
Okay.
yeah.
A descriptive paragraph describes a person, place, station,
Situation.
eat,
Situation.
What's etiquette?
Etc. Etc.
What's etiquette?
Etc. Etc. We mean more and
Etc.
more. Yes, we mean and more.
Okay.
خلاص, delete it. You continue.
Using special order and adjective.
Okay, stop a little bit, Zahra. Zahra, stop a little bit. So a descriptive paragraph describes, excellent guys. As you said, the descriptive paragraph will describe what? A person, a place, or a situation, okay? How? I have to use a special order and adjectives. Adjectives, you already know them. Special order, when I say special order, it means that I'm moving in order, not randomly. When I want to describe something, I have to move step by step. And now in the next slide, I'm going to show you how we move in a special order. Okay, continue, Zahra.
A description is a picture in words that helps the reader see, hear, taste, smell, or feel something that the writer has
Feel,
experienced.
experience. طيب, okay, when when I say see, hear, taste, smell, or feel or touch, meaning these are what? These are what, guys? Seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, and touching or feeling. These are what?
These are
The
the five senses.
The five
Five senses.
senses, excellent, the senses. We use our five senses. Why? Because when you use your senses, then you're feeling something, you can write more about it, you can describe it better. Because I want the reader to imagine the picture in his mind. So whenever you want to describe something, ask yourself, what do I see? What do I hear? What do I taste if there's something to taste? What do I smell? What do I feel or what do I touch? Okay, so when you want to write a descriptive paragraph, you have to use adjectives and you have to relate between the senses and description, your description. So when I use the senses, we say that we use sensory words. Sensory words that are related to senses, okay? Let me just attend your friend, Hassan Dair. Okay, so when we say descriptive paragraph in a brief, I am describing a person, a place, or a situation using adjectives and sensory words. Using adjectives and sensory words. The special order, now let's talk about the special order. What do I mean by special order? For example, if I want to describe a place or I want to describe a
Your
person.
voice is lagging.
Okay, now is it better? If I want to describe,
Yes.
sorry, describe a place, or let's say I want to describe Zahra, for example. Either I start from top to bottom, I start from her head to her toes, for example, or I start from outside to inside, from her outer characteristics to her inner characteristics. Or I can start from her inner characteristics to her outer characteristics. This way, I'm moving in order. It's not like I say that she's kind, then I say that she's tall, then I say that she's caring. No, I'm moving from inside to outside. It's not acceptable. Either you finish everything about describing her outer appearance, for example, then you move to her inner appearance or her inner characteristics, or you move from her inner characteristics to her outer appearance. For example, if I'm describing a room, either I start from left to right or I start from right to left. So it's better to move in order, not randomly. This way, it will be better for you to describe well, and it will be better for the reader to imagine the room, or let's say the place that you're describing in your paragraph. Okay? So that you have to move in a spatial order. It's better to make your writing well. Let's take, for example, this paragraph. I'm going to read it for you in order not to waste a lot of time. Please, all of you stay muted. Mr. Adam's classroom. This is the title. This is the title. Okay? Let me just mute you all. Okay, it's better. Mr. Adam's classroom. So from the title, you would notice that maybe I'm going to describe the classroom. In Mr. Adam's classroom, we see a lot of interesting things. This is what we call it. Please, all of you pay attention to know how to write a descriptive paragraph. This is the topic sentence. In the topic sentence, what did I mention? Mr. Adam's classroom and lot of interesting things. So the classroom is the main idea, main topic. The controlling idea, the thing that I'm going to talk about in the details, is interesting things. Okay? Interesting things. So I'm going from this sentence, I know that I'm going to describe Mr. Adams' classroom. So this is the topic sentence, simple and easy. to the left of the class. So the writer started from the left. To the left of the class, we see 10 posters in the colors of the rainbow. Okay? As you all know, that 10 is an adjective. And here I describe what I see, colors of the rainbow. This is a sensory word, colors of the rainbow. It's related to the sense of seeing. To the right, then I move now to the right. You see, he started from left to right. There is a black radio on top of the silver file cabinet. So I'm describing what I see to the left. Sorry, to the right now. In the back, then he moved to the back. Excellent. He's moving step by step. There is a huge blue curtain hanging on the wall. In front of the class, now he moved to the front, we see a green rectangular chalkboard. You see? In 4 supporting details, he described the whole class simply. Indeed, Mr. Adams' classroom is very interesting. This what? It's the concluding sentence. Why? Because I'm closing my paragraph and notice something that it's similar to the topic sentence. So this shows me that I restated the topic sentence in different words in order to end my paragraph. If you notice something here that the writer, okay, put the classroom in front of himself. He asked himself, what do I see to the right, to the left, in the back, in the front? And he wrote 4 supporting sentences, 4 supporting details, which are 100% correct. And with very simple descriptive details. If you notice that use simple adjectives, simple tenses, okay? So guys, what you have to know about descriptive paragraphs, that they are not difficult. No, just use your senses with some simple adjectives that are easy to you, okay? This way you are going to write a well-organized descriptive paragraph. One more thing I have to know here, you have to notice here, what tense did the writer use? Did the writer use the simple past tense or the simple present tense here in this paragraph? I want you to answer me. Look at the verbs. We see there is, what's the tense used here? Simple present?
Simple present tense.
Simple present tense. Excellent, Ihsan. Why is only Ihsan the one?
Simple present tense.
Yes, simple present tense. That's right. Excellent, Ihsan. Guys, wake up. I asked you a question. You didn't answer me. Why? Bravo, Ihsan. So he used the simple present tense. Why? Because I'm describing something that is in front of me now. So I have to use the simple present tense. So one more point. To have a well-organized, right, descriptive paragraph, you have to use the adjectives, sensory words, and the simple present tense in addition to the main parts of the paragraph. Okay? Is it difficult? Is the descriptive paragraph difficult? Do you think that it's difficult? Just use your senses and you're going to be able to describe everything. So, do you have any questions about the descriptive paragraph?
No.
Oh,
No, very easy.
Okay, hope so. Because we're going to talk about your homework at the end now. Just some examples of the prepositions, like in front of, in back, behind, on top, on bottom, next to, above, below, underneath, across, to the right, to the left, in the middle, around, between, behind. You can resort to this lecture if you do not memorize the prepositions. They are found here. They can help you while writing your homework today. So in brief, let's go over what we have to write in the parts of the paragraph. Hadi, read what we should write in the topic sentence in the descriptive paragraph. We cannot hear you, ya Hadi.
Miss, can I read?
Just a second.
Miss, now you are reading.
Yes, now we can hear you, ya Hadi.
Nothing, I cannot.
Topic sentence. The topic sentence of a descriptive paragraph should name the topic. The controlling idea
Continue.
should give the overall impression of the place.
Impression.
Okay. Thing or person you are describing. In other words, begin with a hook that tells what the description is about.
Okay, so when you want to write the topic sentence of the descriptive paragraph, first of all, you have to name the topic. If you remember that we named Mr. Adams' classroom, then we gave an overall impression, what we think about it, okay? We said that it has a lot of interesting things. And then we start describing the place or the person. Hassan Araouni? Hassan Araouni?
Yes.
Yeah, do you have any
Yes.
questions or you want to read?
No, I want to read.
Okay, read يا حسن, read.
Use exact
In the
vivid word.
Just a second. Here we're talking about the supporting sentences. What we should write in the supporting sentences. Use
exact vivid words to create a picture in the reader's mind.
Okay, vivid words, we mean words that are related to the senses that allow the reader imagine the picture in his mind. Yeah, continue.
Include important details about what you are describing. Put details in time order.
Facial
order or in order of importance.
Yes.
Use sensory words that help your reader picture what you are describing.
Okay, so we have to use to do our best, use the best sensory words with the adjectives in order to help the reader imagine what we're describing. The last one is the concluding sentence. For sure, you know that the concluding sentence is to close our paragraph, and we close it in a way, for example, maybe expressing our feelings or impressions, maybe restating the topic sentence in different words. That's it. Okay, this is the descriptive paragraph. Let's read this example. Who is unmuted? Who is unmuted? Do not unmute yourselves. Do not unmute yourselves until I tell you. Okay, Yusuf, can you help me to read this example when we move to our homework to talk about it?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see. Read the title.
The New Forest.
The New Forest. So I'm going to describe here the New Forest, a place.
Yes.
Yeah.
10 minutes from my house is the most beautiful area in the city. It is called the New Forest.
Okay, this is the topic. Let's say the topic sentence. We can here add a semicolon to become a compound sentence, so it will be one sentence. But because I added the name of the place, so 10 minutes from my house is the most beautiful area in the city. Most beautiful area. So this shows me that I'm going to describe a place in the city. It's called New Forest. Continue, Yusuf. Let's start description. This is the topic sentence. Now let's start with the details.
It's a large area of natural forest.
Natural forest, and there are
a lot of animals that live there.
Okay, just a second, yeah, Yusuf. So it's a large area of natural forest. Okay, so I started describing the area. I said large. Large, for example, is an adjective. And there are a lot of animals that live there. This shows me that I'm talking about what I see there. Okay, what I see there, lots of animals. Continue, Yusuf.
Horse and donkeys walk everywhere, and sometimes you can see big cows and dogs crossing the roads.
Okay, so I see a lot of animals. He mentioned what these animals are. Continue.
What I like the most about the place is that The colors of the forest change during the year. In
Okay, so
autumn,
continue, continue. In
in
autumn,
autumn,
in autumn.
in autumn, the leaves are red and gold, and in the spring, everything is purple.
So I'm talking
The
about the
tree,
colors.
yes,
Trees,
the trees, the trees are always colorful and
colorful and
different.
different. Colorful and different.
Tower sets
Tourists,
often prefer
tourists, not
people
tourists, tourists.
tourists
Okay.
often prefer to go the small village in new forest for the pretty house and the decoration.
City houses and the traditional restaurants. Tourists often prefer to go to the small villages in New Forest for the pretty houses and the traditional restaurants. Okay, I finished describing. Now I have to end my paragraph.
I, I love to walk along
Rivers,
the rivers
rivers,
and
rivers.
rivers and flood the trees because there you can see the true heart of the forest.
True heart of the forest. Yusuf, are you reading at home? Anything, not only just our lesson. Are you training reading at home?
Yes,
Miss, do you all train reading
Yes.
in your free time? You know that, okay,
Yes.
tomorrow or after tomorrow during the support session, I'm going to take reading a grade for all of you. I have to finish taking reading a grade, so please train reading more and more. We do not have enough time to train reading every live session. You have to train alone at least. Okay. So guys, this is an example of a descriptive paragraph. Another example of a descriptive paragraph. Let me show you your homework now, your graded homework before the session ends. If you go to the homework icon on the schedule, you're going to find your graded homework. This is it. You have to write a descriptive paragraph. Everyone enjoys an experience of watching a movie at a theater to escape the daily routine. So write a well-organized paragraph describing the movie theater. You have to describe a place, the movie theater. First, fill in the organizer with the suitable sensory details and adjectives to help the readers feel the real situation. Then develop your paragraph on the lines below. So first of all, you have to fill in the organizer. And again, I repeat, if I find complete sentences in the organizer must not include complete sentences. It must include phrases or just words. Okay? So if I find complete
Miss, this is the
sentences,
speaking.
Miss, this
What
is
did you say,
writing.
Miss?
This is writing. Who said speaking? Speaking is on flip grid. I said speaking is the retelling. This is the writing homework. In the organizer, do not use complete sentences. Use phrases or fragments if you want. Okay? Because if I find complete sentences in the organizer, you're going to lose a grade. Don't make your paragraph too long. Just write a topic sentence, 5 descriptive details. For every write one detail only and a concluding sentence. This way you will have a well-organized descriptive paragraph. Okay? So if you make your paragraph just 7 sentences, then it will be perfect. 7 correct sentences, topic sentence, 5 details, and a concluding sentence. Then it will be enough. Okay? First, you have to fill in the organizer, then you have to write your paragraph and submit it on the application maximum on Sunday. And down, I put for you the rubric how I'm going to correct your writing. Organizer, 2 points. Title, indent, the space, and the organization of your paragraph. I mean, in one shape, the shape of the paragraph is correct, you take 1. Ideas, there are 3, no one can have the full mark for the ideas. Transitional signals, the prepositions. Okay, why do you keep unmuting yourselves? Why? The transitional signals, the mechanics, punctuation, capitalization also, the stable tense, the simple present tense, you have to use it correctly. And complete sentences, okay, if I find that sometimes you're not using complete sentences, you're going to lose grades, okay? So pay attention to all of these. You have time till Sunday to
Miss,
do your paragraph. Yes, miss.
can you remind me what mechanics means?
Mass mechanics, punctuation, periods, commas, compound sentences, for example, capitalization.
Oh, okay.
Miss, are
Okay?
you blocked?